wrap up, man. We gonna definitely get down the whole year. Happy New Year to everyone, because it's gonna drop on New Year, basically. Happy New Year to everybody.
Oh, what's today? When's the 31st?
Gotta know that. You gotta know that. You gotta know that. You gotta know that.
And they got some legends with them.
You gotta know that.
Yeah.
Gotta. You gotta know that.
I said you gotta.
You gotta know that.
I said you gotta.
You gotta know that.
Yeah. Gotta. If you tuned in.
What's up, man? It's your boy Mike Bleeze.
Yo, what up? This is Course. What up?
Chad Bunny.
And this is shit.
Gotta know that TV.
Man.
What's up?
So this is the 2020 wrap up, man.
Wrap it up.
Happy New Year to everybody out there. Now I'm saying we made it. I stocked that up. We
Yeah,
made it.
you watching this shit, you made it. Thank
You know what I'm saying?
God.
Thank God. And we just want to wrap up the year, meaning like, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. 2020 really wasn't that bad to me personally. Nothing. I didn't lose anybody really close to me, but we definitely lost a lot of people that we knew. You know what I'm saying? But nobody like in my immediate family was lost. Thank God. So I done a lot. I had a good year. Lost my job, but I ended up being able to go on trips and hang out with my girl, my family.
Shit, you lost your job and got more money on unemployment.
Yeah, I got more money on unemployment. I mean, not more. I got the same amount of money that I was making. So I really didn't have a bad year. I actually had a very good year. It made me think. 2020 kind of like made me think more, like be out the box. Like it made me think like, yo, like I can do more with this time off. I gotta start pursuing what I want and not my job. You know what I'm saying? So I had a 2020 good year. So how was your 2020?
I mean, it was eventful. You know, like you, I stopped working around March, so slow. I enjoyed the unemployment, you know what I'm saying, bro? I enjoyed not going to work, you know, doing more with the clothes, thinking,
Very good.
Learning more about, you know, investing, real estate, shit like that, like, you know.
Facts.
I mean, other than that, like, if y'all know me personally, you know, it hasn't been a great year, but, you know, I made it through, you know what I'm saying? I'm alive.
Facts.
That's
a blessing. How was your 2020?
It was great. I had my daughter 07
Congratulations, man.
07/11/2020.
I'm a godfather,
Yeah,
y'all.
you know what I mean? So I had my baby. I mean, I lost like two people in my family.
Girl Dad Club.
Yeah, I lost two people in my family. Rest in peace to my step-pop's mom.
R.I.P.
And I lost my step-pop's mom's best friend who was in the family. You know what I mean? But end of the day, I still got my life. I'm a live it like to the best of me because we made it through this. Caught COVID twice. I mean, it's just sucked. But I mean, but I made decent money at my job. But money don't mean nothing.
Without your health, bro.
Without your health, I mean, so it's like,
what the fuck you gonna do with the money? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So.
Skinny courts now, though. I see you slimming up.
Yeah, when I caught that COVID twice, man, I had to change my life.
Yeah, you had to change your diet?
Everything, yeah. Because I got 2 kids now, so it's like, yo, listen. A lot of people that die from COVID is overweight or they were sick of that asthma. I was overweight, but I didn't have no diabetes. I didn't have high blood pressure. I had none of that. I was just fat. You know what I mean? But, so it's a big change.
So I want to talk
Glad
about
to see you taking care of
facts.
yourself.
I want to talk about 2020 and all these crazy events that went down this year. So actually, I want to start off with January. I never forget it, man. We losing Kobe Bryant, a major figure in our culture, man. When I found that out, I was watching TV in the house and I looked and they said Kobe Bryant dies in a plane, helicopter crash. I'll never forget where I was. I cried. Like, I literally said, I don't know that man from a hole in the wall. I don't know him personally, you know what I'm saying? But the impact he had on our lives and on the culture, was crazy. So I broke down like that was a part. He was a part of my family, and
I didn't immediately shed tears when I found out he died. When I found out that his daughter died with him, and all those people,
Right.
you know, the kids and the parents died, I ain't break down, but it was, you know, that shit kind of hurt to see that, like, you know what I mean?
That shit stung because it's like, yo, listen, Kobe was only 42 years old. He just retired 2 years ago. It's like, listen,
41.
The Lakers wanted to bring him back, and what they were saying was that he was thinking about
To
coming
play?
back. Yeah, he was thinking about coming back to play. Like, you playing with LeBron, all Kobe had to do is spot up and shoot. 16 a game
and
easy.
he probably would have did that.
Spot
Knowing
and shoot,
Kobe's
16 a game.
spirit, knowing Kobe how he moved, he probably would have came out to show these young dudes. I still got it.
But what made it so terrible, and I know LeBron is like, you know, LeBron don't never shows emotion. LeBron been in the league for what, almost 19 years now.
He came in at 8.
2003 is about to be 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron will show the emotions, but he just passed Kobe the day before he died. He texted him.
That
and
was
Kobe texted
ill,
him back.
like,
That was tough, bro.
Just past Kobe and all
that's
time
why I
scoring.
thought it was like fake news at first.
Yeah.
I was stunned when I read that. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, Kobe? After this, like, nah.
And people still hate LeBron, and LeBron showed the utmost respect to Kobe. He showed the most. People do that Kobe LeBron argument, but Kobe and LeBron looked up to Kobe. Like, he could text him tonight, and Kobe would have responded back to him.
Yeah.
But you got people like, let's just say me and you, like, you hate LeBron, I hate Kobe. We over here, fuck that. But these two black men
What
was
they
on
did.
speaking terms,
terms.
giving advice and
Yes, to
giving
each other.
love to each other, and we over here talking shit and arguing about it. Like,
So that's one thing that happened in 2020 that was just
It
horrific.
needs to be more of that.
Yes, that's a fact. R.I.P. to Kobe and his daughter.
and the other 7 people that passed away in that plane.
And actually,
So many RIPs
the
this
next
year.
and then the next month we lost Pop Smoke, a young guy coming up in the game who was doing. He was gonna blow.
his
He was gonna
album
be
was
amazing.
fire,
The album
too.
was fire, man. And we lost that kid. When I never forget where I was when I heard that news, man. I was at work and I'm like, what? They really killed this young kid, like, and stuff like that is just heartbreaking, you know. So that was going on this whole 2020,
It's
man.
heartbreaking because it's like, yo, he had his career like in front of him, and he's gonna get his family at the hood, his friends, everybody at the hood.
He had so much potential.
And then to find out the people that killed him was 16, 17 years old.
Shit is nasty out here,
It's
man.
very heartbreaking,
About
man.
to
That's
do
why.
life.
Yeah. So if you made it through 2020, 2020, like, you're blessed, man. You gotta understand that. You gotta keep guarding your life. Just gotta understand that's something you gotta know, man. Because it was bad this year, and then
March hit.
and then COVID hit, man. And I'm like, damn, every month is something new, something bad is happening. Like, this shit is not going right.
COVID hit, people losing their jobs. Can't go out to eat.
No funny shit. I thought everybody was gonna die this year. Like all that 2020 talk, and then
Yo, remember that? Remember 2020 vision?
Yeah, because this is supposed to be our year, everyone's year, 2020. Everyone keeps talking, this is 2020. The vision's clear. We gonna make it. Like, we gonna, and look all the crazy stuff that just went down this
riots.
year. Riots. March. Riots.
Yo, but listen, 2020 we lost George Floyd, and not to say he's a sacrificial lamb, not to say he's like a martyr, but
R.I.P. George Floyd.
Yeah, once he died, a lot of stuff started moving.
A lot of stuff started moving in our direction. I mean,
we getting there. We still getting there. We got a lot of work to do, man. Like he was saying earlier, like black men showing each other love and learning from each other and teaching each other. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what we need more of that.
Yeah, that's a fact. We need more of that because at the end of the day, we're.
It's not all about saying Black Lives Matter and shit like that.
When we was in pre-K to damn near, let's say you went to college, pre-K to the time you graduate with your bachelor's degree, Black history is elective, right? That's just some shit you learn on the side, which is elective. Some shit you learn just to get your degree. That white history is shit you're taught in school.
Right.
I mean, so it's like you're taught.
Shit is systematic.
You're taught Christopher Columbus he discovered America. You're taught George Washington by himself. General, he led us to the wins in all the wars. Like you're taught all this shit with the white people. You're not taught about
none of that
black
fucking
history.
shit.
No black history.
Oh, but how we gonna get 1 month?
They teach us
about all the greatness.
They teach us Martin Luther King, and they said that Martin Luther King was about nonviolence, but they don't teach you everything about Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King wasn't all about nonviolence. Martin Luther King was a part of,
At the end of his life.
Yeah, he's about that any means necessary too. He was with that too.
At the end of his life, and I'm saying when they figured that he was about all.
About to be about that action.
About the action. Let's get him out of
They
here,
got the
man.
clap.
Because they were letting Martin rock, but they was like, you know what? He's just talking that positive, whatever. When he started getting into, we need to start standing up.
They ain't even lay him down like that. They smothered my son.
Yeah.
I'm saying so. March was a terrible month for us, and then we went into April, where me personally, I lost my job. You know what I'm saying? I went on unemployment and everything like that. I think
Shit was booming.
Yeah, I mean that's one positive part. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I had a good time being out, man. You know what I'm saying I was getting the same money.
Niggas is out here getting them bags, yo.
The pandemic was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was getting paper. Like dudes I used to see coming out with dusty white tees was out here getting to the bag. And I'm like, yo, what is he doing there? I'm not. I respect it. I loved it. But I'm just saying it had people up that I never even seen with a red set in their pocket. So
what's gonna happen come tax season next year though? What's gonna happen to
they gonna get their bread back. That's all. Like the government's gonna get all their money back. They're gonna
How? The question is if you don't have an income, how you get it back?
Oh, but that means if you don't file your.
Yo, bro, people will I don't even want to say what people were doing, sending shit to false addresses, picking up checks.
That was really
Listen,
crazy.
if you was doing what you do with this pandemic, you gotta do what you gotta do to get by. Because you see the government just gave out $600. They gave out $600 for let's just say me, but say I'm 32 years old. What the fuck would $600 do for me?
600. No, they gave us 12.
They give us $600, bro.
Right now.
Yes.
Well, I got 12 when we first
PS5. They know niggas about to cop the PS5.
It's been a pandemic since March, right? They declared a state of emergency in March. They gave you $1,800 to now, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't get the $600 yet, so they gave you $1,200 to now. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is that supposed to do for a family of 4 or 5?
Not a lot.
Nothing. Fuck you talking about?
Now, you know what I'm saying?
You can't do something with $600.
You can't even fucking pay half your rent with $600.
What are you talking about?
What can they have done to have really
put
help
groceries in your?
They should have gave everybody a food stamp card for $250 a month to $300 a month. I mean, they should have the unemployment shit they did. That's perfect for people because a lot of people wasn't making no money.
They extended the unemployment. That was great.
They want people to
what?
Live off the government though, man.
Yeah,
the government wants you to have to live off of them. They want to shut down all the small businesses.
But you gotta remember how much taxes you paid through your whole life. You've been working. You're 33. You've been working
hundreds of thousands.
23.
And how much they want to give you this year? 40,000.
Yeah, it was bad.
If even that.
40.
20,000.
Yeah.
12, if I made 12 on the week.
Why you just told your old damn nigga?
You
make a lot of money. Can I hold some?
Nah. That's how much they was giving you.
That's how much they was giving you. What you talking
I thought you
about?
said you made $1,200 a week.
Nah, they was giving you a certain amount and then a certain amount.
Good.
And
double up.
Off the subject, I want to get back into a couple people more that we lost this year. We lost one of the best actors that we had in our time, man. Chadwick, I'm sorry I said his whole name wrong. Chadwick Boseman. And,
chill.
But now, real talk though, man. That was a big loss.
Yeah, but what he did was he left us with a few films. He got his films out that he could shoot. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was a great film. He's gonna win awards for that. His role was amazing. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was on Netflix. He did his thing on there. It was like 4 main characters.
Like an old school movie.
Yeah, it was in like the 40s. Yeah.
What was
40,
that other
50s.
song, that other movie that we you put me on to on Netflix that he had with it was Bloods.
Five Bloods. That movie's amazing
That was
too.
an amazing movie that he.
But now that you know he was
You
sick,
see that, you gotta watch that.
now
Watch
that you know
that
he's
movie,
sick,
man.
you look at
it.
You look at his films.
You can see him in
he
it.
was sick.
I don't think I want to. Yeah,
No, you have to watch that movie. It was an amazing movie.
Five Bloods is good.
Everything.
That was the that's the Spike Lee joint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yes.
nah, I'm gonna have to
Everything
watch
that dude was doing was just like really like epic to the culture, man, and we're definitely gonna miss him because my favorite movie.
That Black Panther role is just that he was a black Marvel character. He was powerful, like
What's amazing is that they're gonna cast his family members as the role. They're not gonna recast his role, which is amazing.
Really, they're not gonna recast. So how do you have a movie? How do you have a Black Panther without the Black Panther?
Remember, there's only what 4 Iron Mans. They can recast the role. They can just put screenshots of him from the other role, and they can put his family as the main characters. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this pandemic was kind of bad for a lot of people. But at the end of the day, if you made it to see this episode, that means you made it through this bullshit, which means you gotta look at the brighter side. Yeah.
But I'm gonna look at the brighter side. Well, actually, now the badder side. They still didn't lock up Breonna Taylor's murderers.
They're not going to, so I don't even want to get into that. That shit is.
That's another major part of 2020, man. We watched some cops walk into a young woman's apartment and murder her, and get off.
Fuck the police.
This year is really epic, man. Like how crazy it was this year.
You know what's crazy when it comes to somebody murdering a black person.
Who cares?
They find all the laws and they make sure that the laws stick.
Oh, man.
You see a guy just blew up a whole block in Tennessee 2 days ago. That shit's barely on the news.
Who the fuck did that?
See?
I heard about that.
See what I mean?
I heard through him actually when he said it.
Blew up a whole block in Tennessee.
He's white and black?
Right.
What you
think?
What you think?
For what? Like, what the fuck was he doing?
He's fucking nutcase, bro.
Cooking meth?
But imagine a black man did that.
Black man or Muslim.
He might never make it to jail. He might not make it to jail. They gonna murder you.
They killed him
On sight, you know what I'm saying?
But listen, like I was trying to say, it's a lot of positive that came out this year. Like, you had a lot of time to yourself. You had a lot of time to think to yourself. Like, listen, I made it through here. I lost a family member, or I lost a friend, or lost a brother, sister, whoever. And you still had time to think. Like, listen, I have a purpose in here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta look on the brighter side of things at the end of the day, man.
Because it made me realize I know I have a purpose in this life, and I'm gonna try as long as I stay alive. Like how my brother was saying, you saying that earlier. We just gotta stay alive and keep the positive energy going, and keep doing what we. You know what I'm saying? Keep the eye on the goal. We know
Keep your eye on the prize.
Keep your eye.
I was in 160 when I was growing up.
160. Shout out 160.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Some more 2020 wrap up. It's losing King Von. That sucked. You know what I'm saying? That kid he was on his way to the top, man. And kind of took when you live in that kind of life, man, you gotta understand that you're setting yourself up for failure. You know what I'm saying? If you sitting here talking about all these people you done hurt and all that stuff like that, God sees everything.
Sad situation,
it was
bro.
a sad situation.
I really want to talk about some more positive shit, bro.
I don't really know what else was positive.
Yeah.
Really, this shit.
Positive.
It was
everything's positive.
You know,
May, June hit.
Listen,
nobody went away for Memorial Day. No, what were we doing?
Now listen, real talk. If you took this as a positive, if you know how, us black people, we're not taught to learn about the stock market. We're not taught to learn about the real estate. We're not taught to learn about our credit.
Keep that in your head. But when I keep that right in your head, what you said. But when I talked about Vaughn, when I thought about Vaughn, you said something about positive shit. I went to Chicago and I had a very good time. I know like when I told people I was going to Chicago, they was like, "Why are you going to Chicago? That's where everyone's getting killed. They killing everybody out there." Chicago was a beautiful city, man. Shout out to Chicago. I had an amazing time. Me and my girlfriend went out there.
Listen, it's the things that you can do that better yourself. You have a lot of time. You're on quarantine. You're out of work. Buy some books. Fix your credit. If you get into unemployment, fix your credit. And things about learn about real estate, because at the end of the day, these are things that they don't teach us in school. Like they don't teach us about real estate in school because they don't want us to know about real estate. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to learn Now listen, if I put $60,000, if I save my money, I put $60,000 in this whole three family house. I could rent out two of the floors, and I live on one floor, and I don't have to pay $1. They don't teach you none of that shit, and that's on purpose.
They teach math, but they don't teach financial literacy.
No, and the math they teach us don't have nothing to do with nothing.
You gotta self-educate yourself.
Exactly. So like,
yeah, I hope y'all been self-educating yourself 2020, man, and in finances and in health, man, because there's something strange going on, man.
It's been more supporting black-owned businesses than we ever had in our whole life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people started getting their minds right and supporting each other. And that was one thing that, so we talk about positive stuff, that's one thing that was very positive this year. A lot of black businesses were being supported, but at the end of the day, a lot
Name
were...
a couple. Let's name a couple.
Very good. That's one, of course.
Double Cup Love.
Double Cup Love. Shout out Glaze.
Embroidery Kings. You got Custom Prince 101. You got
Mike Allen.
Mike Allen videos. Mike Allen T-shirts. You got Mike Allen everything. You got
Rex Clothing. Rex Clothing. They do the
with the suits.
Shout out to them. Monique, man. Shout out to you.
You got Kyle J. Lake and them with the housing thing.
Shining, get him.
Yeah. You got a lot of people doing their thing, man.
I know. We got Just the Wolf and all that. Shout out to him doing what he do with the black.
But a lot, like more so, not to cut you off, but more than just close to us. Overall, you've seen a lot of entrepreneurs, whether it's hair, whether it's
shout out Crystal Clear Faces,
opening up their own shops. Selling whatever it is. It could be do-rags. It could be, people have opened up ice cream shops. You know what I'm saying? People are, putting their minds together and learning and opening up, businesses and becoming entrepreneurs through this pandemic. And
listen, if Elon Musk and what's his guy, Jeff Bezos can make damn near $90 billion in this pandemic, we can make it too.
It's no excuse.
Sheesh.
You know what I mean? We can make it too. Like, you just got to do your research and you got to sit there and you got to learn it. It's no shortcuts to the billions. It's no shortcuts to these billions. Yeah. You got to know what you're doing. Yeah. Like you know what I mean? They'll try to sell it to you as if it's easy, but they're not going to tell you all the times they failed. They're not going to tell you all the times that they lost money. They're not going to tell you all that shit.
Nice,
but they're going to sell a book. Oh yeah, I did this, did that, and the third, so you can buy it and they get more money.
We about to put out a book, yo. You gotta know that.
Yes.
You gotta know that chronicle.
Things you gotta know. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put that out real soon. You know what I'm saying? So, question: do you guys have any goals for 2020? I'm gonna start with Chad. 2021. I want to start with Chad.
2021. Yeah. I said something to Gucci early before I came up here.
Shout out Gucci.
But at the end of the day, I kind of just want to do more and say less. That's it.
Couldn't have said that more better.
I don't even want to say anything.
Do more, say less. I like that.
Quote that, y'all. What about you, Coach?
More of the story is you get back to family. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get back to family, somebody that you haven't spoke to like you needed to can give you some ideas on some shit. You give them some ideas like. I mean, if you realize like this year, a lot of people lost people, and they're like, yo, I couldn't even see him. I ain't seen him in 6 months. I couldn't be in the bedside with him. It's like, there's a lot of sad stories like that.
Crazy shit is that's not even where my mind is right now, bro.
What's your mind?
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to miss an opportunity anymore. Like, just a lot, like you saying, a lot of people aren't here, so it's like,
yeah.
I don't want to miss out on the opportunity. I don't feel like any of y'all should, anybody I love should miss out on the opportunity to, become an entrepreneur, to become more successful than they are today. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what else I be feeling? I feel like not everybody's an entrepreneur. If you feel like you're a worker, continue to work and be the best worker you can be. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't really want to work for anybody. I don't want to be working for whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a boss at the end of the day, but not everybody wants to, though.
Like he's saying,
so don't feel bad about that.
Nah, like he's saying, being around like family, like I'm more of like trying to be around more mentors, people that's trying to go in the same direction
100%.
as me.
Gotta know that.
From this point forward, like if you're not about what I'm about or any any way near close to that, like I don't even want to have a conversation with you.
Right. I feel the same way as you.
All right, so for 2021, no more useless conversations. If you're not about building and you're not about trying to better yourself, don't talk to me about nothing. More of the story.
Time is money.
Another thing, if you talking about the past, things you used to do,
things you used to do. You talking about a nigga, you talking about a bitch, you talking about some shit I don't give a fuck about.
Nah, simply stuff you used to do. I don't care about what you used to do in
Put a fucking
2004.
sock in
What are
it.
you doing in 2021, man? That's what I want to hear what you're doing.
Let's talk about building. Let's talk about building up our black female. Let's talk about building up our community. Let's talk about building up everybody. Let's talk about you see a young brother, a young nigga. You see a young nigga in the wrong path. I'm just saying how the streets would call him. You see a young nigga in the streets and he's caught in the middle of some bullshit. Instead of talking to him and like, yo, look at this dumb motherfucker. How about you bring him in and you be like, listen, there's more life than this.
Or telling that young boy to go kill that nigga. Yeah, he owe you money. Go do. Nah, it's something we could do to you know what I'm saying, to get your money back some kind of way.
Crazy shit is, I'm not even trying to be around none of that shit. Keep it. I'm locked in.
Y'all was heavy on the block this summer, but we're gonna talk about that another episode.
I love my block, man. Shout out 500, man.
Yeah, shout out to the game this summer too. Yeah. That was a very big highlight of the year.
Super positive. I want to shake your hand for that, bro. You did a great job. You know what I'm saying?
Brother Glaze.
Yeah, y'all did a great job.
And I want to Cup Love.
Y'all did an amazing job. And I want to say shout out to Trinair. He did an amazing thing in our
hood. We had the game too.
Hold on. Let's shout Trinair out first, man. Shout out to Trinair for doing. He did bringing a whole basketball.
Through the pandemic, we got that done.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy.
Like for the children, that was super dope of you. And I'm happy that you let us be a part of that, man. And you got to know that gang, very good gang. You let us be a part of that, Trinair. Then shout out to our brother Pablo, man. Esco, man, for what he did. Shout out to Mike Allen because he helped him out with that thing. Shout out to Dre Tov, everybody that was involved in that thing right there. That was
positive.
All positive stuff. That was great. We appreciate you.
We need to keep that going.
This is basically you gotta know that TV, and this is you gotta know that 2020.
2020 wrap up.
This is you gotta know that we're gonna go into 2020 positive. We're not even thinking about that bullshit. 2021, my bad. Yes. We're not thinking about that bullshit from last year. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna bring in the new year like we should, enjoying life.
Shake your funky asses too,
no matter
man.
what happens in 2021.
If you're alive, dance, have a drink.
Yo,
shake your ass,
smoke,
man. You
whatever
made it.
You do,
and
man.
always remember those that passed on before us. God bless them.
And they watching over you.
And this is you gotta know that team.
And we out of here. You gotta. Yeah.